It's a beautiful morning.
It is.
The sun is shining.
It is.
And I think today I'm going to get in the air.
You are. Hey, we are Dave and Stephanie from WGRC. It's another episode of Around the Valley. And Stephanie, notice I'm just pointing her out. Stephanie is going flying in a powered parachute, which right now is
in this thing. And it's basically a go-kart on wheels with the parachute.
Yeah.
We're going to learn a lot about this. We've got Brian Benfer here, who's going to be my pilot and introduce us to this awesome hobby. Come along with us. Let's go meet Brian.
WGRC's Around the Valley with Dave and Stephanie is sponsored by Zook Septic Services, serving central Pennsylvania. Contact them for inspections, repairs, and system maintenance needs at 570-837-1466 or at zookseptic.com.
Brian, I know this gentleman from years. Great to see you. Thanks so much for
Brian,
having us.
Dave. Good to meet you, Dave. Good to meet you.
I've known you for a while, and I know that you've had this awesome hobby. We're gonna have a lot of fun.
So you're getting ready to take Stephanie up in the sky. Now I usually sit with her for 4 hours on a weekday morning. How long are you gonna be up with her?
Depends how long I can handle her. I might have to turn the mic off. We're probably just going to go for...
I get that a lot.
Oh, okay. Well, we're just like working at GRC, you know. Yeah. We'll probably go for less than an hour, 45-minute an hour ride.
Okay.
It'll be nice because it's kind of getting a little later in the morning here, and we got some thermals that might come in and some other stuff. But yeah, 45 minutes an hour. Does that work for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what can I expect? We get up off the ground. Do we do like the spinnies? Do we do spinnies this way? Go up and down like a roller coaster? Like what sort of things can I expect?
We're not going to do any of that with you today. I mean, usually when I'm by myself, I might do a lot of that and spins and stuff like that, spirals. But when I have a passenger with me, you maneuver a lot less slower.
Okay.
And I don't like to mess around with passengers.
Yeah.
So we're going to probably fly like 500 feet.
Okay.
We might do some ups and downs and some turns and stuff like that there, but we're just going to go for a nice, relaxing flight and enjoy the scenery this morning.
Okay. Well, that sounds great. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, I have one job here, and that is I'm going to be like the air traffic controller.
Okay.
And motion you guys off, and then I'm going to hang out on the ground while you two fly around.
Okay. Well, that sounds good.
All right.
So
we get you ready to go.
that sounds good.
Okay.
Hey, I'll be praying for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'll be praying for you
Oh,
too.
okay.
Yeah,
Thanks.
yeah, yeah.
I appreciate it.
This is what I hold my powered parachute in. I hear all kinds of people saying, "Are you the guy that flies with the lawn chair with the chute on the top,
Lawn chair
or
with a chute on
one
it.
of them crazy ones, So we'll just unhook it from the front here, and we'll go to the back and open her up and get her out. So for about 18 years, I've been flying. I've had this one since 2007. Is when I got mine.
It's purple. It's pretty.
Looks like one of those swamp boats.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. It does look like that.
Big fan of it.
So how much does that thing weigh?
It weighs, I think it's 300 and some pounds
Wow.
without the fuel in it.
Okay.
And 65 horsepower engine, 2-cylinder, 2-cycle. Has 2 spark plugs, 2 magnetos, so it has a backup in case one set would fail. You still got your other set, This is the safest form of flying because if your engine goes out with your parachute, you just glide down. So we're always looking for a place to make sure that, hey, if my engine goes out, where am I going to land? I'm going to land there because I can glide too. So,
Okay.
But boy, is it a lot of fun. Well, we'll go over here and get this set up. This is on the map with FAA, Federal Aviation Administration, this runway. There's a runway down back because the owners here do have their own airplane and stuff. So it's kind of a private, but it's still registered as a public. So, other people could use this actually, but of course, out of respect for them, we just don't want to drop in and, so I always check with them, but I've known them for a long time.
So what are you doing now? Describe to us what your process is you're doing.
So normally when I get it out, I'll do a pre-flight check on it. Like we have a pre-flight we got to do. We go over everything, make sure that I don't have any loose nuts on the wheels there, so the wheels don't come off. Make sure none of the brackets broke or cracked. Just go over all the fittings, go over everything and look at everything. When I open the chute up, I usually check over all that. But just a pre-flight takes me about 10 minutes to do that. Because obviously you don't want to be up there flying and you have a bolt that might have broke on your last flight, now it comes loose or something like that. And then I'll do a 5-minute pre-flight warm-up. So we'll start it up and run it about 3,500 RPMs to bring the temperature up, to warm the engine up all the way consistently through, because these engines have some steel and aluminum in it. And if I don't do a warm up, if I was to go flying and give it full throttle, something might warm up quicker than the other part and the engine might lock up. So we do a pre-flight warm up also, just to get it all warmed up and make sure everything's working good also, okay?
How high are we going to be once we get up and we've leveled off? You know, they talk about that with an airplane. And then about how fast are we going to be going?
We'll probably fly about 500 feet,
okay,
and probably 25, 30 miles per hour we'll be flying.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Well, sounds like you're going to have a good time.
I think so. I think it's going to be a good time.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Why don't we finish getting you two ready and suited up and ready to go?
Okay. Sounds good.
Enjoy. I'm going to be right here.
You got cement in your shoes or something. They're just keeping you grounded, huh? My ears stick out. Ow! Good there. And then I want this to be like this so that you can hear me.
Plug that in when we get on the plane, or that PC. Yep.
That is accurate. Wow! Super cool.
You made it. It was fun.
Did it. We survived. My legs stopped shaking.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. All right, got the cord. Got this guy. Wow. Very cool.
Get a little bumping around. You're doing okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay.
Well, we'll fly over by the guys then. It's been a while since they've seen me.
Okay.
We're going to stay a little higher since I have two people with me. I'm not going to fly low like I normally would.
Okay, that's fine by me.
I've had it for 15 years. Probably the funnest thing I have with this here is I enjoy taking people for rides, just giving them the thrill. It's just a lot of fun, flying in the mornings, flying in the evenings. The things you get to see, the sunrises, the sunsets, you know, deer swimming across the river, the turkeys, the bears. But I just love the thrill of flying. You get to fly nice and slow. Fly in the morning or evenings before the thermals start to kick up.
Okay, and what are the thermals?
So the best way to describe it is, you know how on a hot day you look at blacktop, you can see that little mirage?
Yeah.
So when the sun comes up in the summer, it starts warming the ground up. You can't see that mirage, but that's the same kind of effect you get.
Okay, gotcha.
And it just bounces you. So you have all these different thermals. A little foggy, a little bumpy right now. We're going to go land here shortly.
This was amazing. As soon as we started going, like, I didn't realize how fast we were going to be up in the air, and my left leg just started shaking uncontrollably. And Brian was like, "Are you nervous?" I'm like, "I don't know why. I mean, not really, but a little bit." And finally it calmed down. But oh my gosh, chilly, my eyes were watering, my nose was running. But it was amazing, like so cool just to be up in the air.
Well, that just about wraps up a gorgeous day for flying or observing.
Flying, amazing, literally out of the world.
I had to, while you were up in the air, I did have to answer some people. They wanted to know what that noise was, what kind of bird sound that was.
Yeah.
I said, "Oh, that particular one's not a bird. That's a Stephanie."
Yes, that's a Stephanie. Yes.
Yes. You have a good time.
It was great. Oh my goodness, Brian. Unbelievable. Thank you so much for such a cool experience.
Oh, you're very welcome. My pleasure. I love taking people for rides, so you're very welcome.
Yeah. I mean, we got to see the Susquehanna River. We got to see farmlands. We got to see the new bridge project, and we got to go over the station, which was so cool.
Cool.
Buzz by, and we were higher than the tower out back.
Really?
We were, yes.
Well, that's what,
I could have almost reached out and touched
feet,
it. 440. Okay, yeah. Yep.
So, well, if I would have known that, we could have had you maybe check the light bulb, see if they needed changed.
Oh, next time. Next time.
Sounds good.
We'll do that.
Well, Brian, it has been a joy to find out a little bit more about what you do. I see the powered parachutes all around the valley. Driving around the road and look up, and there they are. A great hobby that people interested in can take up.
Absolutely. It's a lot of fun. It's not for everybody, but for the people that fly, we just have a lot of fun doing it. We like to fly as much as we can.
Yeah, and you get the opportunity to meet so many people from all over. You do the fly-ins that happen where just people literally drive to one area. You've got, 15, 20 people that come in with their powered parachutes and just have a good time connecting over a common thing that flies.
Yeah, absolutely. And we do the fly-ins usually once a month if we can. And it's amazing where some of these people come from. But just getting up sometimes flying with your buddy or flying with 4 or 5 other people, it's just a fun sport. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have a lot of fun.
It's the kind of sport that I could take up, potentially.
Well, we have had a great time here today. Google powered parachutes and find out how you can get involved. And as we wrap up this episode, we're on the hunt for another place to visit. Send us an email to morningshow@wgrc.com with your suggestion of an episode of Around the Valley. We are looking for crafts, hobbies, occupations, places of interest. And Stephanie, who knows, we may just see that individual
around the valley. All right, cool. You sure you don't want to go up?
No,
I mean, it was really awesome. I think that...
You're going to buy one for the station?
Not for the station.